Michelle Rahal with the Drive Channel and the DriveChannel.com. We promised you we were going to bring you the 2012 Ferrari California, and here it is courtesy of Ferrari of Tampa Bay. Enjoy the evaluation. In 2008, the Ferrari California made its debut to the wailing and gnashing of teeth by the design elitist and so-called purists. Well, after years of careful research, we of course came to the conclusion that both of these classes of experts consist predominantly of those who've never owned a Ferrari and probably never will. The California was a resurrection of the late 50s and early 60s 250 GT California. Well, we finally got our hands on a 2012 California, and we are convinced that the detractors may have never driven one. This car is truly a Ferrari. It's fast, it handles, it looks like a Ferrari should look, and it's a true GT. Now, that's if you don't count the rear seats, and you probably shouldn't. Billy Barty would have been cramped, but who cares? It's more space for your luggage. The horsepower has been up to 485, and the car is lighter than the 2011 model. It also has a 7-year maintenance warranty that slaps Hyundai right in the mouth. A Ferrari that gives the customer confidence in ownership. Imagine that. The aforementioned detractors also said the rear of the car looked like J-Lo's butt. Really? And your point is, we not only like J-Lo's butt, but we relish the idea that you can put your champagne glass on either one. Oh, and this is just a little personal note for those people out there that think that this car isn't fast enough and doesn't handle. Give me a break. Let me tell you something. 0.1% of the driving populace of the United States, oh hell with it, the world, get the most out of 500 horsepower. This car is 485 horsepower. That's pushing 500 horses. And if you're going to sit there and tell me that you think people in the United States of America, or the world for that matter, can get the most out of a 500 horsepower car, you're nuts. They can't do it. So anything above 500 horsepower is just overkill. The one thing I have noticed about this automobile is it is in fact very, very versatile. It's comfortable. I'm not uncomfortable with it at all. One of the odd things is, and I think Jeremy Clarkson said it, he said he thought that the navigating system looked like Chrysler. Well, I don't think it looks like Chrysler. I think it works. Even a dummy like me can use it. You've heard of smartphones? Smartphones are great. It's the dumbass behind it. That's the problem. Well, I'm the dumbass behind it. So I'm easily capable of operating this. I'm cool with that. On the paddle shifters, you know, that's one of those things where I grew up with the gated transmissions of Ferrari, the beautiful old gated ones. And they were magnificent, there's no doubt about it. But I have taken a real liking to these shifters. It's just enjoyable. You watch an F1 race, you all sit there and you go, hey, I could do that. Well, I got news for you. They run simulators and you think you can do it, but not always. It takes practice like anything else. So we're just going to drive this one around town. We've already gotten some shots of it launching and that type of thing, which I think are pretty cool. And we'll just see what how it handles in traffic. Naturally, we have a Miata that wants to race us. So right now we're in traffic and I'm following my what would be a chase car. He's not a chase car. He's just taking me to a place where I can actually drive the car and get somewhere with it. And that's exactly what I want to do, is to be able to wind it out a little bit for you. Here we go a little bit. What we're going to do is we're going to take off on this next street. You gotta love that sound. You really gotta love that sound. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn around. hear what Clarkson says about floppy paddle shifters. Once you get used to them, and I'm still not used to them. I could get into this. I get these sim games now, which is really bizarre because I hate game playing. I hate to lose. My last message on this 2012 California is that if you're going to get a Ferrari and you want to use it, if you want to be versatile, as they call it, I think this is exactly one of the Ferraris you should take a good, strong look at. I enjoyed the ride. I truly enjoyed the ride. I enjoyed the shifting. I wasn't in comfort or sport mode. I was in no holds barred mode the whole time, and found it controllable. Nice drift, no problem, without dogging the car. No need to do that. I think this is one of the Ferraris that you want to take a look at. I really do. It just truly is one of the balanced cars out there, and I can't overstate that word versatile enough. I'm Michelle Rahal with the Drive Channel and the DriveCannel.com. I want to thank Ferrari of Tampa Bay for giving us the opportunity to evaluate this beautiful car, and we will see you next time.